I'm the sleepy psychologist, and today I'm here with another topic that touches our lives, from sleep to mental health. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine drifting into that familiar realm where logic bends, time stretches, and the impossible becomes mundane. Every night, without fail, you embark on a journey that has puzzled humanity since the dawn of consciousness itself. Dreams have captivated our species for millennia, inspiring everything from ancient religious texts to modern scientific breakthroughs, yet they remain one of the most enigmatic aspects of human experience. As you settle into your bed tonight, your brain will orchestrate one of nature's most sophisticated performances, weaving together memories, emotions, fears, and desires into narratives that can feel more real than reality itself. The question of why we dream has haunted psychologists, neuroscientists, philosophers, and curious minds throughout history. Ancient civilizations believed dreams were messages from the gods or glimpses into the future. The Egyptians had professional dream interpreters who held positions of great respect in society, while the Greeks constructed elaborate temples dedicated to dream healing. Indigenous cultures across the world developed rich traditions around dream interpretation, viewing the dream world as equally valid as waking life. These early attempts to understand dreams, while lacking scientific rigor, revealed something profound about human nature: our deep-seated need to find meaning in the mysterious theater of sleep. When Sigmund Freud published The Interpretation of Dreams in 1899, he revolutionized how we think about these nightly visions. Freud proposed that dreams were the royal road to the unconscious, a window into our deepest, most repressed desires and conflicts. According to his theory, dreams served as wish fulfillment, allowing us to safely experience forbidden thoughts and impulses in the protective realm of sleep. While many of Freud's specific ideas have been challenged or modified over time, his fundamental insight that dreams reflect our inner psychological landscape remains influential. He suggested that the bizarre, often nonsensical nature of dreams results from the mind's attempt to disguise unacceptable thoughts, transforming them into symbolic representations that slip past our psychological defenses. Carl Jung, Freud's brilliant protege who later broke from his mentor's teachings, offered a different perspective on dream function. Jung viewed dreams not merely as outlets for repressed wishes, but as compensatory mechanisms that balance our conscious attitudes. If you're overly rational during the day, your dreams might be filled with emotional, irrational content. If you're neglecting certain aspects of your personality, dreams might bring them to the forefront. Jung also introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, suggesting that some dream symbols and themes are universal across cultures, reflecting shared human experiences and archetypal patterns that have evolved over thousands of years. But what does modern science tell us about why we dream? The picture that emerges from decades of sleep research is far more complex and fascinating than early theorists could have imagined. We now know that dreaming occurs primarily during rapid eye movement sleep, a stage characterized by intense brain activity, temporary muscle paralysis, and of course, the rapid movements of the eyes beneath closed lids. During REM sleep, your brain is nearly as active as when you're awake, consuming almost as much energy and generating electrical patterns that rival those of conscious thought. This discovery was revolutionary because it suggested that dreaming isn't simply the brain's random firing during rest, but an active, purposeful process. One of the most compelling theories about dream function comes from the realm of memory, consolidation. Throughout your day, your brain accumulates an enormous amount of information, experiences, sensations, and emotions. Without some mechanism for processing and organizing this data, your mental storage system would quickly become overwhelmed. Dreams appear to serve as a sophisticated filing system, helping to sort through the day's experiences, deciding what to retain, what to discard, and how to integrate new information with existing memories. During REM sleep, your brain replays neural patterns from the day, strengthening important memories while allowing less significant ones to fade. This process isn't random. Studies have shown that people who are allowed to dream about newly learned material perform better on memory tests than those who are deprived of REM sleep. The memory consolidation theory explains why dreams often feature fragments from recent experiences mixed with older memories in seemingly random combinations. Your brain isn't just passively storing information, it's actively making connections, finding patterns, and creating associations that might not be apparent during waking hours. That dream where you're having coffee with your third-grade teacher while late for a job interview might represent your brain's attempt to connect feelings of academic anxiety with current professional pressures. The bizarre juxtapositions that characterize dreams aren't meaningless chaos, but evidence of your brain's sophisticated pattern-matching system at work. Another crucial function of dreams appears to be emotional regulation. The emotional content of dreams is typically much more intense than that of waking thoughts, and negative emotions like fear, anxiety, and sadness are disproportionately represented in dream narratives. This might seem counterproductive, but research suggests that dreams provide a safe space for processing difficult emotions and traumatic experiences. During REM sleep, the brain regions responsible for emotional processing are highly active, while the areas associated with the stress hormone norepinephrine are suppressed. This unique neurochemical environment allows you to confront challenging emotions without the full physiological stress response that would occur during waking hours. Dreams might also serve as a form of threat simulation, allowing you to rehearse responses to dangerous or challenging situations in a risk-free environment. Many dreams involve scenarios where something goes wrong. You're being chased, you're unprepared for an exam, you're lost in an unfamiliar place. These anxiety-provoking dream scenarios might actually be adaptive, providing opportunities to practice problem-solving skills and emotional responses to stressful situations. Some researchers have noted that people who have more threatening dreams tend to show better coping skills and emotional resilience in waking life, suggesting that these nightly rehearsals might actually prepare us for real-world challenges. The creative potential of dreams has been recognized by artists, scientists, and inventors throughout history. Paul McCartney reported that the melody for Yesterday came to him in a dream, while Kekulé claimed that the structure of the benzene ring was revealed to him in a dream of a snake eating its own tail. These anecdotes aren't merely curiosities. They reflect a genuine aspect of dream function. During REM sleep, the brain makes unusual connections between disparate pieces of information, often leading to creative insights that wouldn't occur during more structured, logical waking thought. The reduced activity in the prefrontal cortex during dreaming means that the normal constraints and logical filters that govern conscious thinking are relaxed, allowing for more free-flowing, associative thought processes. But dreams serve functions beyond individual psychology and creativity. Some researchers propose that dreaming plays a role in social and cultural development. Dreams often feature interactions with other people, and the social scenarios that play out in dreams might help us practice and refine our social skills. Children whose social development is still ongoing spend a much higher percentage of their sleep time in REM sleep compared to adults, suggesting that dreaming might be particularly important for learning social norms and interpersonal skills. The universal nature of dreaming across cultures also suggests that it serves some fundamental biological or psychological function that has been preserved by evolution. The neuroscience of dreaming reveals just how remarkable this nightly process truly is. During REM sleep, your brain becomes a theater of coordinated neural activity. The visual cortex fires intensely, creating the vivid imagery that characterizes dreams, while the motor cortex generates movement commands that are blocked by the temporary paralysis that accompanies REM sleep. The limbic system, responsible for emotions and motivation, becomes hyperactive, explaining the intense emotional content of many dreams. Meanwhile, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, which handles logic, self-awareness, and critical thinking, shows decreased activity, explaining why we rarely question the bizarre logic of our dreams while experiencing them. This unique pattern of brain activation creates an internal environment that's perfect for the kind of flexible, associative thinking that characterizes dreams. Without the constraints of logical reasoning and external sensory input, the brain is free to make unexpected connections and explore scenarios that would be impossible in waking life. The result is a mental space where creativity flourishes, emotional processing occurs, and memories are reorganized and consolidated in ways that benefit overall psychological health and cognitive function. Recent advances in neuroscience have allowed researchers to study dreams with unprecedented precision. Using techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging and electroencephalography, scientists can now observe the sleeping brain in real time, correlating specific patterns of neural activity with reported dream content. Some researchers have even developed the ability to predict certain aspects of dream content based on brain activity patterns, bringing us closer to understanding the neural code that underlies these mysterious experiences. The study of lucid dreaming has provided another fascinating window into dream function. Lucid dreamers who become aware that they're dreaming while still in the dream state can provide real-time reports about their experiences and even influence their dream content to some degree. Research with lucid dreamers has confirmed that dreams involve genuine perceptual and emotional experiences, not just random neural firing. When lucid dreamers report seeing red objects in their dreams, the visual cortex areas responsible for processing red light show increased activity. When they report feeling fear, the amygdala becomes more active. This suggests that dreams involve real psychological and neural processes, not merely the brain's attempt to create a narrative from random neural noise. The timing and distribution of dreams throughout the night also provides clues about their function. We don't dream continuously during sleep. Instead, dreams are concentrated in specific periods, particularly during the later portions of the night when REM sleep episodes become longer and more frequent. This pattern suggests that dreaming is a scheduled, regulated process rather than a random occurrence. The fact that dream deprivation can lead to increased REM sleep on subsequent nights, known as REM rebound, indicates that the brain actively seeks to maintain a certain amount of dream time, further supporting the idea that dreams serve important biological functions. Children's dreams differ significantly from adult dreams in ways that provide insights into dream development and function. Young children's dreams are often shorter, less complex, and more likely to feature animals rather than people. As children develop cognitively and socially, their dreams become more elaborate, more social, and more similar to adult dreams. This developmental progression suggests that dreaming ability is linked to overall cognitive development and might serve different functions at different stages of life. The high percentage of REM sleep in infants and young children has led some researchers to propose that early dreaming plays a crucial role in brain development, helping to establish neural connections and organize developing cognitive systems. Cultural differences in dream content and interpretation also shed light on the complex relationship between dreams and waking experience. While certain dream themes appear to be universal, such as dreams of falling, being chased, or finding oneself unprepared for an important event, other aspects of dream content vary significantly across cultures. These variations suggest that, while the basic mechanisms of dreaming are biological and universal, the specific content and meaning of dreams are influenced by cultural context, personal experiences, and individual psychology. The relationship between dreams and mental health has been a subject of intense study. People with depression often show altered REM sleep patterns, including entering REM sleep more quickly after falling asleep and experiencing more intense REM activity. Those with post-traumatic stress disorder frequently report nightmares that replay traumatic events, suggesting that the normal emotional processing function of dreams can become disrupted by severe trauma. Understanding these connections has led to new therapeutic approaches that work directly with dream content and sleep patterns to treat various psychological conditions. Sleep disorders that affect dreaming provide natural experiments that help Us understand dream function. People with REM sleep behavior disorder, whose normal muscle paralysis during REM sleep is impaired, physically act out their dreams. Studying these individuals has confirmed that dreams involve genuine motor planning and emotional experiences. People who take certain medications that suppress REM sleep often report feeling less emotionally regulated and more cognitively sluggish, supporting the theories about dreams' role in emotional processing and memory consolidation. The modern understanding of dreams as serving multiple interconnected functions represents a synthesis of psychological, neurological, and evolutionary perspectives. Rather than having a single purpose, dreams appear to serve as a multifunctional system that processes memories, regulates emotions, maintains psychological balance, rehearses for future challenges, and facilitates creative problem-solving. This multiplicity of functions explains why dreams have seemed so important to humans throughout history, even when we lacked the scientific tools to understand their mechanisms. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of dreaming, new questions emerge. How exactly does the brain select which memories to incorporate into dreams? What determines the emotional tone and narrative structure of dreams? Can we develop techniques to enhance the beneficial aspects of dreaming while minimizing negative experiences like nightmares? How might our increasing understanding of dreams be applied to treat mental health conditions, enhance learning, or boost creativity? The future of dream research holds tremendous promise. Advances in brain imaging technology, artificial intelligence, and our understanding of neural networks continue to provide new tools for investigating these nightly mysteries. Some researchers are exploring the possibility of dream sharing or dream recording, while others are investigating how virtual reality and other technologies might be used to influence dream content for therapeutic or educational purposes. What remains clear is that dreams are far from the meaningless neural static that some early scientific theories proposed. They represent one of the most sophisticated and important processes that our brains perform, serving functions that are crucial for psychological health, cognitive performance, and emotional well-being. Every time you close your eyes and drift off to sleep, you're not just resting your body, you're embarking on a complex psychological journey that helps maintain your mental health, process your experiences, and prepare you for the challenges of tomorrow. The next time you wake from a vivid dream, whether it was pleasant or disturbing, logical or absurd, remember that you've just experienced one of nature's most remarkable phenomena. Your brain has spent the night working on your behalf, organizing memories, processing emotions, solving problems, and maintaining the delicate balance of your psychological well-being. In doing so, it has connected you to a fundamental aspect of human experience that has inspired wonder, creativity, and scientific inquiry for thousands of years. The evolutionary perspective on dreaming adds yet another layer to our understanding of why this phenomenon persists across species and cultures. Dreams aren't unique to humans. Many mammals experience REM sleep and show behavioral signs suggesting they dream. Dogs twitch their legs as if running, cats make hunting movements, and dolphins show signs of dreaming even while maintaining the vigilance necessary for breathing at the surface. This widespread occurrence across the animal kingdom suggests that dreaming serves fundamental biological functions that have been preserved and refined through millions of years of evolution. The fact that evolution has maintained such an energetically expensive process, one that requires significant neural resources and potentially vulnerable states of consciousness, indicates that the benefits of dreaming must outweigh its costs. From an evolutionary standpoint, the threat simulation theory gains particular credence. Our ancestors faced constant dangers from predators, environmental hazards, and social conflicts. Those who could better prepare for these threats through mental rehearsal would have had significant survival advantages. Dreams might have served as a sophisticated training ground, allowing early humans to practice escape routes, combat strategies, and social negotiations without the life-threatening risks of real encounters. The prevalence of chase dreams, falling dreams, and social conflict dreams across cultures and throughout history supports this evolutionary interpretation. The role of dreams in problem-solving extends beyond individual creativity to encompass broader cognitive functions that would have been crucial for human survival and development. Archaeological evidence suggests that major technological and cultural advances in human history often involved creative leaps that required connecting disparate pieces of information in novel ways. The ability to envision new possibilities, to see beyond current limitations, and to generate innovative solutions would have provided enormous advantages to our ancestors. Dreams, with their capacity for unusual associations and creative combinations, might have been instrumental in driving human innovation and cultural evolution. Modern sleep laboratories have revealed intricate details about the dreaming process that continue to amaze researchers. The brain's activity during REM sleep isn't just intense, it's highly coordinated and purposeful. Different brain regions communicate in complex patterns, creating networks of activity that shift and evolve throughout the dream period. The visual cortex doesn't just activate randomly during dreams, it produces coherent visual experiences that follow logical progressions within the dream narrative. The auditory cortex generates sounds and voices that feel completely real to the dreamer. Most remarkably, the brain creates a complete sensory world without any external input, demonstrating its incredible capacity for internal simulation and reality generation. The timing of different types of dreams throughout the night reveals additional insights about their functions. Early in the night, when slow-wave sleep dominates, any dreams that occur tend to be more fragmented and less vivid. As the night progresses and REM periods become longer and more frequent, dreams become more elaborate, emotional, and memorable. This progression suggests that different stages of sleep serve different aspects of mental processing. The deep sleep of early night might handle basic memory consolidation and cellular repair, while the intense REM sleep of later night tackles more complex emotional processing and creative integration. Individual differences in dreaming patterns provide fascinating glimpses into the relationship between dreams and personality. Some people naturally recall dreams more frequently than others, and this difference appears to be linked to various psychological and neurological factors. Frequent dream recallers tend to have higher activity in brain regions associated with attention and memory, suggesting that the ability to remember dreams reflects broader cognitive patterns. They also tend to be more open to new experiences, more introspective, and more interested in the symbolic and metaphorical aspects of life. Conversely, people who rarely remember dreams aren't necessarily dreaming less. They're simply less likely to retain these experiences in conscious memory. The content analysis of thousands of dreams from research participants around the world has revealed remarkable consistencies in dream themes and emotions. Despite vast cultural differences, certain patterns appear universal. Dreams of falling, flying, being chased, losing teeth, and finding oneself naked in public appear across all cultures and age groups. These universal themes suggest that dreams tap into fundamental human experiences and concerns that transcend cultural boundaries. The universality of certain dream symbols has reinvigorated interest in Jung's concept of the collective unconscious, though modern interpretations focus more on shared evolutionary heritage and common human experiences rather than mystical connections. The relationship between waking life stress and dream content has been extensively studied, revealing sophisticated connections between daily experiences and nightly dream narratives. People experiencing high levels of stress don't simply have more nightmares. Their dreams show specific patterns that appear to be attempts at emotional regulation and problem-solving. Work-related stress often manifests in dreams about being unprepared, missing important deadlines, or facing insurmountable tasks. Relationship conflicts frequently appear in dreams as symbolic scenarios involving communication difficulties, abandonment, or reconciliation attempts. These connections suggest that dreams serve as a nocturnal therapy session, providing opportunities to work through challenges and emotions that might be too overwhelming to process fully during waking hours. The phenomenon of recurring dreams deserves special attention in any discussion of dream function. Unlike typical dreams that vary from night to night, recurring dreams repeat similar themes, settings, or narratives over extended periods. These dreams often involve unresolved conflicts, persistent anxieties, or significant life transitions. The repetitive nature suggests that the brain is attempting to process information or resolve issues that haven't been adequately addressed. Many people report that recurring dreams cease once they've worked through the underlying psychological issues in waking life, supporting the idea that dreams serve as processing mechanisms for unresolved psychological material. Sleep deprivation. Studies have provided crucial insights into dream function by showing what happens when this process is disrupted. People deprived of REM sleep show deficits in emotional regulation, creative problem-solving, and memory consolidation. They become more irritable, less able to cope with stress, and show impaired performance on tasks requiring flexible thinking. Perhaps most tellingly, when allowed to sleep normally after REM deprivation, they show intense REM rebound, spending much more time in dream sleep than usual, as if the brain is attempting to catch up on missed processing time. This rebound effect demonstrates that dreaming isn't merely a byproduct of sleep, but an active, necessary process that the brain prioritizes. The study of dreams in different populations has revealed how various factors influence dream content and function. Children's dreams, as mentioned earlier, evolve as cognitive abilities develop, but they also serve specific developmental functions. The high percentage of animal characters in children's dreams might reflect the importance of learning about the natural world and understanding the concept of other minds. As children develop theory of mind, the ability to understand that others have thoughts and feelings different from their own, their dreams increasingly feature human characters engaged in social interactions. Gender differences in dream content have been documented across cultures, though these differences appear to be diminishing in societies with greater gender equality. Traditionally, women's dreams have been found to contain more indoor settings, familiar people, and emotional content, while men's dreams more often feature outdoor settings, strangers, and aggressive interactions. These differences likely reflect socio-cultural factors and life experiences, rather than fundamental biological differences in dreaming mechanisms. As gender roles continue to evolve, dream content patterns may further converge, providing natural experiments in how social changes influence the content of our nightly mental experiences. The relationship between dreams and learning has become an area of intense research interest, with implications for education and skill development. Studies have shown that people who dream about newly learned material show better retention and performance than those who don't. Medical students who dream about anatomical structures remember them better on exams. Athletes who dream about their sport show improved performance. These findings suggest that dreams don't just process emotional content, but actively contribute to skill consolidation and expertise development. The implications for educational practices are profound, suggesting that adequate sleep and healthy dreaming might be as important for learning as conscious study time. Nightmares represent a special category of dreams that deserve separate consideration in any comprehensive discussion of dream function. While unpleasant, nightmares might serve important psychological functions. They often involve scenarios that trigger intense fear responses, potentially serving as extreme examples of threat simulation training. People who experience trauma-related nightmares might be working through and attempting to master overwhelming experiences in the safe space of sleep. However, when nightmares become frequent and disruptive, they can interfere with sleep quality and mental health, suggesting that, like many biological processes, the nightmare function can become dysregulated and require intervention. The emerging field of dream engineering explores whether we can influence dream content for therapeutic or educational purposes. Researchers have experimented with various techniques, from playing specific sounds during REM sleep to using targeted reactivation of memories before sleep. Some studies have shown that subtle sensory cues during REM sleep can influence dream content without waking the sleeper. These findings open up possibilities for treating nightmares, enhancing learning, or promoting emotional healing through directed dream experiences. However, this field is still in its infancy, and much more research is needed before practical applications become widely available. The relationship between dreams and creativity continues to fascinate researchers and artists alike. Beyond famous anecdotes about creative breakthroughs in dreams, systematic studies have shown that REM sleep enhances performance on creative problem-solving tasks. People who nap and enter REM sleep show improved ability to find creative solutions to problems they were working on before sleep. The brain's tendency during dreams to make unusual connections between disparate memories appears to be the mechanism underlying this creativity boost. This suggests that the phrase "sleep on it" contains genuine wisdom. Allowing the dreaming brain to work on problems overnight can lead to insights that wouldn't occur through conscious effort alone. Dreams also appear to play a role in emotional memory formation and trauma processing. The way memories are stored in the brain depends partly on the emotional state during encoding and the subsequent processing during sleep. Dreams might help determine which memories become strongly encoded and which fade over time. Traumatic memories, which can become pathologically encoded and lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, might benefit from healthy dream processing. Some therapeutic approaches now incorporate dream work as a way of helping people process traumatic experiences and develop healthier relationships with difficult memories. The social aspects of dreaming extend beyond individual psychology to encompass cultural and collective phenomena. Dream sharing has been practiced in many cultures as a form of communication and community building. Some societies have traditions of communal dream interpretation, where community members help each other understand the meaning and significance of their dreams. These practices suggest that dreams might serve social functions, helping to maintain group cohesion and shared cultural values. The fact that people often enjoy sharing their dreams and hearing about others' dream experiences indicates that dreaming might be inherently social, even when experienced individually. The future of dream research promises to unveil even more secrets about these nightly journeys of the mind. Advanced brain imaging techniques are beginning to allow researchers to decode specific dream content from neural activity patterns. Machine learning algorithms are being developed to predict dream themes and emotions based on pre-sleep brain states. These technological advances might eventually allow for real-time monitoring and even modification of dream experiences. However, such possibilities also raise ethical questions about the privacy and autonomy of our inner mental lives. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of dreaming, one thing becomes increasingly clear. These nightly experiences are far more than random neural activity or meaningless psychological noise. Dreams represent one of the most sophisticated information processing systems in the natural world, serving multiple crucial functions that are essential for psychological health, cognitive performance, and emotional well-being. They connect us to our evolutionary past while preparing us for future challenges, process our daily experiences while maintaining our psychological balance, and provide a space for creativity and insight that enhances our problem-solving abilities. The study of dreams also reminds us of the profound mystery that still surrounds consciousness itself. Despite all our advances in neuroscience and psychology, the subjective experience of dreaming, the sense of being present in an alternative reality created entirely by our own minds, remains one of the most remarkable phenomena in the universe. Every night, each human brain creates rich, complex, emotionally meaningful experiences from nothing more than the firing of neurons and the interplay of neurotransmitters. In doing so, dreams reveal something fundamental about the nature of consciousness and the incredible capacity of the human mind to create meaning, beauty, and insight from the raw material of memory and emotion. Dreams remain one of the last great frontiers of consciousness, a nightly reminder of how much we still have to learn about the magnificent complexity of the human mind. As we continue to explore this inner universe that unfolds each time we sleep, we gain not only scientific knowledge, but also a deeper appreciation for the remarkable mechanisms that make us uniquely human. In dreams, we are all explorers of inner space, travelers in realms where the impossible becomes possible, and the boundaries of reality bend to accommodate the limitless creativity of the sleeping mind. Each dream is a testament to the brain's incredible capacity for simulation, creativity, and psychological healing, offering us nightly glimpses into the profound depths of human consciousness and the endless mysteries that lie within our own minds. The technological revolution in sleep research has opened unprecedented windows into the dreaming mind. Modern polysomnography can monitor dozens of physiological parameters simultaneously, creating detailed maps of the sleeping brain's activity. Researchers can now track eye movements with extraordinary precision, measuring not just their frequency, but their direction and amplitude, correlating these movements with specific dream content. When dreamers report looking up at a tall building in their dream, their eye movements show corresponding upward deflections. When they describe scanning a horizon from left to right, their sleeping eyes mirror these movements exactly. This precise correspondence between dream content and physiological responses provides compelling evidence that dreams involve genuine perceptual experiences rather than mere random neural activity. The discovery of sleep spindles and K-complexes, distinctive brainwave patterns that occur during non-REM sleep, has revealed additional layers of sleep's complexity. These brief bursts of neural activity appear to serve as gatekeepers, protecting sleep from external disturbances while allowing the brain to continue processing information. Sleep spindles, generated by the thalamus, seem particularly important for memory consolidation, with people who produce more sleep spindles showing better retention of newly learned information. The intricate timing and coordination of these sleep-specific brainwave patterns demonstrate that sleep is far from a passive state, but rather an active, highly regulated process with multiple specialized functions. Recent research into the default mode network, a collection of brain regions that become active when we're not focused on external tasks, has provided new insights into dream generation. This network, which includes areas involved in self-referential thinking, memory retrieval, and envisioning future scenarios, shows altered connectivity patterns during REM sleep. The changes in how these regions communicate with each other during dreams might explain the self-referential nature of dream content and the way dreams often blend past memories with imagined future scenarios. Understanding these network dynamics brings us closer to comprehending how the brain generates coherent narratives from the complex interplay of memory, emotion, and imagination. The study of micro-dreams, brief dream-like experiences that occur during the transition between wakefulness and sleep, reveals that dreamlike consciousness can emerge even outside of traditional REM sleep. These hypnagogic hallucinations often feature vivid imagery, bizarre thoughts, and creative insights, suggesting that the mechanisms underlying dreaming aren't restricted to specific sleep stages, but represent a more general capacity of the brain to generate internal experiences. Many artists and inventors have reported harvesting ideas from these twilight states, including Salvador Dalí, who famously used techniques to capture images from the edge of sleep. The phenomenon of false awakenings, where dreamers believe they've woken up but are actually still dreaming, provides fascinating insights into how dreams construct our sense of reality. These experiences can be remarkably convincing, with dreamers going through entire morning routines before realizing they're still asleep. The brain's ability to create such realistic simulations of waking consciousness demonstrates the sophisticated nature of dream generation and raises profound questions about the nature of reality itself. If our brains can create experiences indistinguishable from waking life during dreams, what does this tell us about the construction of conscious experience in general? The role of neurotransmitters in shaping dream experiences has become increasingly clear through pharmacological Studies. Acetylcholine, which surges during REM sleep, appears crucial for generating the vivid, hallucinatory quality of dreams. Norepinephrine and serotonin, which are largely absent during REM sleep, normally provide logical constraints and emotional regulation during waking consciousness. Their absence during dreaming might explain why dreams feel so emotionally intense and logically unconstrained. Dopamine, associated with reward and motivation, shows complex patterns during different sleep stages, potentially influencing the emotional tone and motivational content of dreams. These neurochemical changes create a unique brain state that's optimized for the specific functions that dreams appear to serve. The study of dream incorporation, how external stimuli become integrated into ongoing dreams, reveals the sleeping brain's remarkable ability to weave new information into existing narratives without disrupting sleep. A ringing telephone might become a church bell in a dream, or a physical sensation of cold might transform into a dream of walking through snow. This incorporation process demonstrates that the sleeping brain remains partially connected to the external world while maintaining the protective boundary that preserves sleep. The creative ways in which external stimuli are transformed and integrated into dream narratives showcase the brain's incredible capacity for rapid, flexible interpretation and narrative construction. Research into dream emotions has revealed that the emotional landscape of dreams is far more complex than simple categories of positive or negative feelings. Dreams often feature emotional combinations that rarely occur in waking life, such as simultaneous fear and excitement, or profound sadness mixed with deep contentment. These complex emotional states might serve specific functions in emotional processing, allowing the brain to explore and integrate seemingly contradictory feelings in ways that promote psychological balance and emotional maturity. The intensity of dream emotions, often more powerful than those experienced during waking hours, suggests that dreams provide a specialized environment for emotional exploration and regulation. The relationship between physical health and dream content has become an active area of research, with studies showing that various medical conditions can influence dream patterns. People with heart conditions sometimes report more dreams involving physical exertion or breathing difficulties. Those with chronic pain conditions often experience altered dream content related to bodily sensations. These connections suggest that dreams might serve as early warning systems for health problems or as mechanisms for processing physical discomfort and illness. The brain's ability to incorporate bodily states into dream narratives demonstrates the intimate connection between mental and physical health, even during sleep. Cultural neuroscience has revealed how different cultural backgrounds influence both the content and the interpretation of dreams. While basic dream mechanisms appear universal, the specific symbols, narratives, and meanings attributed to dreams vary significantly across cultures. Western individualistic societies tend to interpret dreams in terms of personal psychology and individual meaning, while more collectivistic cultures often view dreams as having social or spiritual significance that extends beyond the individual dreamer. These cultural differences in dream interpretation might actually influence the content and function of dreams themselves, suggesting a complex interaction between cultural beliefs and neurobiological processes. The emerging field of computational dream modeling attempts to simulate dreamlike processes using artificial neural networks and machine learning algorithms. These models, while still rudimentary compared to actual dreaming, have begun to reproduce some aspects of dreamlike processing, including the formation of novel associations between previously unrelated concepts. By studying how artificial systems might generate dreamlike outputs, researchers hope to better understand the computational principles underlying natural dreaming processes. These efforts also raise intriguing questions about whether artificial intelligences might eventually experience something analogous to dreams. The relationship between meditation practices and dreaming has revealed interesting connections between contemplative traditions and modern sleep science. Long-term meditators often report changes in their dream patterns, including increased lucidity, reduced nightmare frequency, and dreams with spiritual or transcendent content. Some meditation traditions explicitly work with dream states, viewing them as opportunities for spiritual development and insight. The documented changes in brain structure and function associated with meditation practice might explain these altered dream patterns, suggesting that contemplative practices can influence the fundamental mechanisms of dream generation and experience. Sleep disorders affecting dream content continue to provide valuable insights into normal dream function. Sleep paralysis, where individuals become conscious while still experiencing the muscle atonia of REM sleep, offers a unique window into the transition between dreaming and waking consciousness. People experiencing sleep paralysis often report dreamlike hallucinations occurring in their actual bedroom environment, blending dream imagery with real sensory input. These experiences demonstrate how dream mechanisms can intrude into waking consciousness and highlight the delicate neural processes that normally maintain clear boundaries between sleeping and waking states. The study of dreams in individuals with various neurological conditions has provided crucial insights into the neural basis of dreaming. People with damage to specific brain regions show predictable changes in their dream content and recall. Those with lesions in visual processing areas may lose visual imagery in dreams while retaining other sensory modalities. Individuals with damage to emotional processing centers often report dreams with altered emotional content. These natural experiments help researchers map the neural networks responsible for different aspects of dream experience and understand how various brain systems contribute to the rich, multisensory world of dreams. Recent advances in dream content analysis using artificial intelligence have begun to reveal subtle patterns in dream narratives that weren't apparent through traditional analysis methods. Machine learning algorithms can identify recurring themes, emotional progressions, and symbolic patterns across thousands of dream reports, uncovering statistical regularities that might reflect underlying psychological or neurological processes. These computational approaches complement traditional clinical and experimental methods, providing new tools for understanding the complex structure and function of dream experiences. The question of whether dreams have meaning remains one of the most debated aspects of dream research. While the random activation theory suggests that dreams are merely the brain's attempt to make sense of random neural firing, the weight of evidence increasingly supports the view that dreams serve specific psychological and physiological functions. The fact that dream content correlates with waking life concerns, that dream deprivation has measurable consequences, and that dream patterns change predictably with various psychological and medical conditions all suggest that dreams are meaningful processes rather than mere neural noise. However, the specific meaning of individual dreams remains highly personal and contextual, requiring careful interpretation that considers the dreamer's unique circumstances and psychological state. The therapeutic applications of dream work continue to evolve as our understanding of dream function deepens. Modern approaches to dream therapy often focus less on symbolic interpretation and more on the emotional processing and problem-solving functions of dreams. Therapists might help clients explore the feelings evoked by dreams, the situations or relationships that might have triggered specific dream content, or the creative solutions that emerge from dream narratives. Some therapeutic approaches encourage clients to engage actively with their dreams through techniques like dream re-entry or lucid dreaming training, allowing them to work through issues or practice new responses in the safe space of dream consciousness. The relationship between sleep architecture and mental health continues to yield important insights for both research and clinical practice. Depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia all show characteristic changes in sleep patterns and dream content. Understanding these relationships has led to new treatment approaches that target sleep and dreaming directly. Some antidepressant medications work partly by altering REM sleep patterns, while certain therapeutic interventions focus on improving sleep quality and dream experiences as a pathway to better mental health. The recognition that healthy dreaming is crucial for psychological well-being has elevated sleep hygiene and dream-friendly practices to essential components of mental health care. As we stand on the brink of new discoveries about consciousness, and the sleeping mind dreams continue to challenge our understanding of what it means to be human, they represent a state of consciousness that's simultaneously deeply personal and universally shared, utterly mysterious, and increasingly scientifically understood, profoundly meaningful and playfully absurd. In dreams, we encounter aspects of ourselves that remain hidden during waking hours, explore possibilities that extend beyond the constraints of physical reality, and participate in one of nature's most elegant solutions to the challenges of maintaining a complex nervous system in a demanding world. The future promises even greater insights into these nightly journeys of the mind. As technology advances and our understanding deepens, we may eventually develop the ability to enhance beneficial aspects of dreaming while minimizing disruptive experiences. We might learn to use dreams more effectively for learning, healing, and creative problem-solving. Perhaps we'll discover new therapeutic applications that harness the natural healing power of dream states. Whatever discoveries await, one thing remains certain. Dreams will continue to fascinate, inspire, and challenge us, offering endless opportunities to explore the magnificent complexity of human consciousness and the remarkable mechanisms that operate within our minds each time we surrender to sleep and embark on another nocturnal adventure in the theater of dreams.